Good morning, everyone. This is the Secrets Playa Blanca Resort Tour. It is about 6:30 in the morning when I am filming this, and we had just gotten finished watching the sunrise on the beach. So to the right here is the non-preferred beach bar, Barracuda, and this is a very fun bar that has swings. All those little palapas around it are free, and you will also get service there with bartenders coming to give you drinks. So we are on the non-preferred side of the beach. This resort does have a preferred club side all the way down, which I will show here shortly. But as you can see, there is quite a few seats down here, and there's seats also just up in the sand area as well. The nice thing about this resort is the boardwalk does go all the way down, so if you do not want to walk in the sand, you really do not have to. To the right there is Building 2, which is the building we stayed in, which is a preferred club building. There is a lot of natural vegetation that is left on the beach, but it does create a nice little barrier as well to separate from the pool. This resort is absolutely beautiful. So over there to the right is the little station to wash off your feet, do a little shower, wash off all the sand. We are looking at the infinity pool, and that does have a hot tub as well. And then that is the swim up bar in the infinity pool. That was a very fun bar to sit at all day. They work very hard. You can see me pointing it out there. They work very hard all day to clean these pools and keep them kept up. The pool bar does open at 10 a.m. So as you can see right now, there is a few chairs taken, but not too many. There was not a big chair game here at this resort. I would say there was always open chairs available throughout the day. So if we continue to walk forward here, that is the main pool. This is where they do all the activities. They have cycling in the water. They have what they call crazy games. In this little area right in front, that's just kind of concrete with no chairs. They had a couple different singers throughout the week, a saxophone player. They have a DJ at the pool. It is a very fun and exciting pool if that is something that you are looking for. The pool concierges are great all day, changing the umbrellas so that you're in shade. There's service around the pool, which was fantastic. To the right here is Oceana, which is the seafood restaurant. And for right now, it was opened for lunch only. And that was some of the best lunches we had at this resort. Overall, a very great place. As you can see, the main pool goes on. There is Bali beds over here to rent. Uh, when we were there, they are $70 a day with no bottle service, so you don't have to buy the bottled alcohol. And they will be putting curtains and kind of coverings on them to make them more private and actually shaded. So this is the entrance to Oceana where you check in to get a table. And right now, the vegetation is very light, but once this all grows in, it is going to be so beautiful. It already is very stunning. This resort is by the same owners of Secrets Maroma and Secrets Akumal, and you can tell they just take pride and they took the best parts of both of them. To the right there was the jewelry shop on the resort. In the center here is Rendezvous Bar, and that is the main lobby bar for the resort. It is also where they did all the shows and activities right now while the theater is closed. So then you kind of have a couple of restaurants in a row here. So the first one that we are looking at is Himitsu, which is the Asian restaurant. We ended up going there twice and it was absolutely fantastic. In the middle is Portofino, which is the Italian restaurant, and on the end is Bordeaux, the French restaurant. So as you can see, there's all different pathways leading to that rendezvous bar. Very lively place, very great service there. Really great service throughout the entire resort while we were here. Never once did we feel that we were not being served or that we really had to wait for anything. So those stairs go up to the jungle pool, but I also wanted to show here that there is a ramp, which is very nice. And you can just kind of see the natural vegetation here and also the waterways and just the architecture and the thought that they put into planning this resort is just amazing. Um, Up top, you can see that big thatched roof is the lobby. It's absolutely gorgeous. When you walk in, you get a view of the ocean. The preferred club and regular club check-in is in there, as well as the UVC Vacation Club. So we are coming up to the jungle pool now. And so the thing with the jungle pool is it is mainly bolly beds. There are a few chairs around the pool. They ended up taking off chairs actually when we were there. Uh, but each little bolly bed has their own paths and steps into the pool. There will be a swim up bar here as well. As you can see down that little path, there was but 4 regular chairs that anybody could take. You did not have to pay for, and they are a hot commodity for sure. But this pool, it's actually 2 pools. So one side over here, this does not have the swim up bar, but on the other side there is the swim up bar, and it's also very close to Sugar Reef, which is the sports bar. This pool also got service to the bar and bartenders coming around. Shout out to Rogelio, he was amazing at the bar. We spent a lot of time here at the jungle pool. And once this grows in, it is going to be very shaded and beautiful spot to be. As you can see, there was a little hot tub there, which was very hot, especially as the day went on and the sun heated it up. It was quite toasty. But as you can see to the right there, that is the sports bar. And here are the little bolly beds. The one right in front of us to the left is one that we rented for 2 days. And so you can get it with bottle service. We just chose not to have a whole bottle as the bar was right there. So in the sports bar, they do have TVs. There's a pool table. They did ping pong tournaments here throughout the week. It was a very fun place to be. And so you can see each little bolly bed does have its own kind of little private pathway. And then eventually they will get curtains to cover all that, and so it is actually more private, which does make it a little hard for those other chairs as there is no good path into the pool except for through the bolly beds. And if we head up here, this is the Bordeaux rooftop. And so they set up a wedding up here. There was a full wedding and reception. They set up an arch and all this had lights, and it looked absolutely beautiful from down below for the wedding that was there. You get a very nice breeze and a very nice view of the resort and the sunrise this morning. This resort does not feel too big. Um, Compared to Maroma and Akumal, Maroma was a very straightforward, restaurants in the back, pools at the front, and Akumal was a very windy kind of jungle. And I think this kind of puts the best of it together where you don't really get lost too easily, but you can still kind of go around different paths and find different ways to get to places. And just one more view of the jungle pool there. Absolutely cannot say enough about how wonderful that pool was. Um, Very refreshing. That pool probably had the warmest water of all the pools when we were there. Both the Summit pool, main pool, and preferred club pool were a little on the chillier side, which felt great in the hot sun. And over here, they did actually set up a little food station during the week, and they had just some like seafood and rice there the day that we were there. So I'll come down the steps this time just to kind of show you this view. And again, that is Rendezvous, the lobby bar right in front of us. And it is not air conditioned either. The only air conditioned places on resort is your Coco Cafe, the Preferred Club Lounge, and then obviously your room. You can see there's just so many different pathways to get to that, and it definitely is the focal point of the resort is their lobby bar and lobby. The lobby is up that way. So I'm going to head over this way here to show you two other restaurants that are available. So one is the Market Cafe, which is the buffet, which was open for breakfast and lunch. Um, it may be open for dinner some nights. It wasn't while we were there. And then to the backside, I will swing over there here to show you, is El Patio, which is the Mexican restaurant, which was fantastic. So again, over here is Market Cafe, and then this is the outside seating area for El Patio. So all the restaurants here do have dress codes, and so men must wear pants for the restaurants if you want to sit inside. If you want to sit outside, they are able to wear nice dress shorts. And Seaside, which is an all outside restaurant, you can wear shorts there too. And so then this is the little outside area seating buffet for Market Cafe. And during the day for the buffet, for lunch and breakfast, women just need to be wearing a cover up. You cannot just wear your bathing suit to the lunch restaurants like Oceana, Seaside, or the Market Cafe. Um, Other than that, I mean, I think the dress code is very reasonable, and everybody seemed to do well with it. They actually did ask us here if we were in dress code at many of the restaurants, which I think is nice. And so then we have the gift shop here to our right. You can get swimsuits, sunglasses, souvenirs, sunscreen, but just be careful as everything is very expensive here. Sunscreen can range up to $60 for a bottle. And then this is Coco Cafe, which is an air conditioned coffee shop. And they also have snacks throughout the day. They are open 24 hours. This is besides room service, the only thing that is open 24 hours at the resort. In the center there is a large fire pit, and throughout this resort at night there is tons of fire pits, which just sets a very beautiful ambiance. And actually, it did not feel too hot sitting by the fire one night having drinks. It was very beautiful. Again, this resort just opened in February, so the vegetation is not fully grown in yet, but once it grows in, it is going to be so beautiful on the level of Aqua Mall. Right in front there is a little seating for Barefoot Grill, which is another lunch option. And so we are heading over to the preferred club area. And so we, as UVC members, get access to the preferred club area included. And so they have, for the preferred club, you get top shelf alcohol, you get access to the lounge, you get your own pool, and then there is also a preferred side of the beach with its own bar there too. There is also Bali beds here to rent on both that left and right side. So you can see they're cleaning up the pool and doing a great job there. To the left here is Seaside. To this little path is actually the bathroom. That's a very easy access when you're sitting here. I think I show a little bit of Seaside here later, which is the steakhouse at dinner. But this pool is very large, a very great area, and a very great perk for being preferred. Um, Again, there's extra little fire pits here that just is really great at night. So yes, that's Seaside in the back, and Seaside is open for breakfast for preferred club members only. Otherwise, your only options for breakfast is the buffet or to order room service. So if you are preferred club, you do get to have a sit-down breakfast here, and I cannot say enough good things about how wonderful that breakfast was. And so I will head back up here for the preferred club, and then I'll loop around the other side so that we can get to the beach and show you that. Over here on the preferred club side, we had amazing service. They kept the drinks coming. They again moved our umbrellas when we needed more shade, got us more towels as we needed, and just absolutely fantastic service. So then this is the bar, and then there's also the lounge is to the right. And so they do have full service in here. The bar to the left here opens at 10. Breakfast at Seaside, did forget to mention, does open at 8. And so to that right area, it wasn't opened yet, but that is where they have all the preferred club snacks. And it is air conditioned, which is very nice. So then I'm going to loop around here to show Barefoot Grill, which is another option for lunch. And so then Barefoot Grill, you can walk up, and this is also where if you order food at your chairs around the pool, this is where they will do the food. But again, you can actually just come sit here. One day we did just go grab it and then take it back to our seats. But they had burgers and hot dogs, pizzas, so just kind of more simpler, light lunch kind of items. And just for reference, we are looking at the main pool area. I definitely feel the Maroma vibes there, just how they set up the Bali beds with the rocks. Absolutely beautiful. Then this is Seaside, which again is open for breakfast for preferred club members at 8 a.m. and then it is open for lunch for everyone and for dinner for everyone. And it is the steakhouse dinner at night. This is to the left the infinity pool on the other end, which does have the swim up bar all the way. at the other side. And so you do get some good views of the ocean in that pool. Um, Not as much as some of the other resorts, because you do have that kind of natural vegetation. And so if we come down the beach area here, we will head this way to the preferred club area. And so again, there is tons of seating on the beach. To the right there, you can see the little wedding arch. They do have volleyball and a couple of different activities here on the beach. The entertainment staff was fantastic here, always getting people engaged. They do have some different water sports I know available. They had a kayak tour that went out early morning and then once in the afternoon. But tons of different kinds of places of seatings if you want to be closer up on the beach or you just kind of want to be closer to the back of the resort. Pan this way, just kind of see the whole beach. The sand is very soft, very white. Um, very little seaweed here the first half of our trip. We got a little more seaweed coming in towards the end, but it really didn't bother us. We aren't huge beach people, so we didn't spend too much time. We did come down to the swing up bar here on the preferred club side one of the days. But all this does receive service. So you can order drinks and food down here as well. There are bolly beds, which I will get to in a second, that are on the far side of the beach. But just lots of different seating if you want more shade, more sun. Um, this is the pathway that does lead up to the preferred club area. So that's another just kind of boardwalk area, and then you can go straight down to the beach from there. And so we are heading over to the preferred club beach bar, which is farther down. And you can kind of see off in the distance just those square huts, and that is the Bali beds. And I have been told, I didn't see anybody rent them, but I have been told that they do put up coverings for those who do rent them. They just don't keep the coverings on there due to sand. But this is a very fun bar. Even if you're not good beach goers or like the beach, definitely stop by though and just grab a drink and swing for a little bit. It makes you feel like a kid again. But there is all kinds of stuff to do here, and it is an absolutely stunning resort, and I hope you love it as much as we did.